Hey everybody, it's Chris over at Dixieland Farm, and we are going to Disney.
Woohoo!
Sort of. We are going to Disney because we're Disney Vacation Club members, and we're going to be staying at Saratoga Springs. That's the first time we've ever done that, so that's right next to Disney Springs, the shopping, food, music district. But a lot of construction is going on at Disney, so we are going to experience a different theme park. As a matter of fact, 4 different parks.
There are other theme parks.
There are other theme parks. Now, we had just gone to Universal, as you've seen in our video. This trip that we're going on now in May was what we originally were going to be doing in September, but a little event happened. You may have heard of it, Hurricane Irma. And
you know, the thing that shut down the entire state of Florida for like 2 weeks.
So every day we're like, we're going to go, we're going to go, we're going to go. And if it's Thursday, we're going to go. We're not going, and we couldn't go. And so Disney Vacation Club was great about the cancellation, was no problem. But because we were Disney Vacation Club members and you have points,
you couldn't just reschedule like a normal vacation for a week later.
Because people have already reserved for their vacation. So we were going to do this Universal trip in May, and we ended up just kind of flip-flopping the trips. So now in this May 2018, we're doing our September 2017 trip to SeaWorld. We've never gone to SeaWorld before, and honestly, with the way things are going, who knows how long SeaWorld's really going to be there. And the ticket was SeaWorld, Aquatica, which is their water theme park, Discovery Cove, which is a specialized event park, I guess. It's not quite a theme park. It's an all-inclusive resort experience.
They only let like 1,000 people. It was less than 1,000. It's a very small number of people that are even allowed in per day.
And all your food and beverages are included, including alcoholic drinks. And there's always food available.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks.
You get
snorkel gear.
Snorkel gear to go and experience a basic living reef, and there's a dolphin swim. So we're going to get to do that. And also Busch Gardens was included in Tampa. We've never been to Busch Gardens, and we're excited about that as well. So 4 theme parks. Yeah, if you call Aquatica a theme park. It's clear. And Discovery Cove, it's a theme park.
It's a theme park. It's
sure.
a theme. It's a park.
The tickets were $250 each to do all of that.
And includes free parking at all the parks too.
Correct, and so we're going to those, and it's for like 14 days too. Now we're not going for 14 days. We're not
Rockefeller here. Okay?
We're not the Europeans who get to experience long vacations. We're normal Americans, which means a week at best, and we're going for
6 days.
6 days, which is great. And so, what are you looking forward to, Marissa, on this trip?
I'm gonna pet a dolphin.
That's right.
I'm gonna pet me a dolphin. Part of the experience at Discovery Cove, which is it's sort of like an animal sea life based thing. It's owned by SeaWorld. It's their little special kind of day park. It's across the street. It's got the reef where you can swim with stingrays, and there's a lazy river. You can go snorkeling. There's an aviary where they give you stuff you can feed the birds. And more importantly, our package includes a dolphin encounter. They take little groups of like 6 or 9 people, I don't remember the exact number, and they have a trainer, and you get to meet the dolphin, and then everybody gets a chance to go for a swim where they hold onto the dorsal fin, and yeah, that's the one on top, right? And it takes you for a little swim out into the water and back again. So I'm going to pet a dolphin.
Yeah, one of the things that we used to love at was Typhoon Lagoon that they got rid of was a shark swim where you got to actually swim in water with real live sharks. The water was freezing, by the way. It was like
so cold.
It was like 60.
It was really
65 degrees, which that doesn't sound cold, but that's really cold. And they got rid of that. It's no longer offered. But I know at Discovery Cove they have glass partitions in part of the, I think, not lazy river, but part of the things that you get to swim in. So you get to see those, more exotic animals that you can't normally swim with, which is, I think, really cool. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Discovery Cove is going to be a whole lot of fun. Not only is all that stuff included, they also include sunblock, shampoo, conditioner, Showers, they give you a wetsuit for the day because you have to wear a wetsuit when you go in the snorkeling river or when you're swimming with the dolphin. Basically, like anything you could think. Towels? Do they give you? I think towels. All kinds of, like, basically everything.
My man Claude.
my man
servant Claude.
My son.
My son.
You just show up and everything is there. But I'm most looking forward to the animal encounters, the snorkeling and the dolphin encounter. I know it sounds kind of cheesy and touristy, but I'm looking forward to that part of the trip because the day at Discovery Cove will be something we haven't done in the past, which is to just sort of relax.
Right. Normally, even though we've been to the theme parks, I don't know how many times, we are still basically open to close. We are
walking 12 miles a day. I mean,
right.
We clocked it. We walk anywhere from 10 to 12 miles a day at a theme park typically.
Now we sometimes take a break, especially with my knee over the years. But still, we are very active, and to have just kind of a
this
turn
is
it
day
down
one.
day.
I think day one of the trip should be Discovery Cove, which would be nice after having had the long drive down there. To just kind of relax on the beach and kind of, I'll take a nap here in this, chaise lounge in the shade. It would be delightful. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And you?
Me, despite all of my work of losing weight, and I've put on barely anything, but I'm not where I want to be. It is the food. I'm still food obsessed, especially in Orlando. So we've picked out several different restaurants. One of the neat things of us not going to Disney is when you're at Disney, for you to leave Disney to go eat in the area, there's a cost to that, and that's time. So
sitting in Orlando traffic.
Just getting out of the theme park, into your car, out of there to go. It's an hour or two each way, plus your meal. And when you've paid that much money to be at Disney, it is well worth eating at Disney at one of the nicer restaurants there, because when you factor in all that time, and time is money, it just doesn't pay to leave. So getting the chance to experience other things in that Orlando area is going to be fun for me and you.
Yeah, I think food is typically a big part of our trips. Anyway, we tend to try to eat at places that we wouldn't have access to that type of food at home easily. I mean, this part of North Carolina is not exactly known for its cuisine other than barbecue, which is odd because one of the places we are going to is a barbecue place, and we have some of the best barbecue I've ever had, like within a half hour of our house, and it's amazing. But good barbecue is good barbecue.
Plus, it's a very broad, type of food.
Right.
So, there are subtleties to barbecue. So, we have not committed to any particular restaurant. We have an idea of what we want. That's also very nice. So when you go to Disney, 180 days out is when you can make dining reservations. And if you don't, chances are you're not going to always get what you want. Especially at times that you want. So you have to make a big commitment to where you're eating and when. And basically that almost locks into which theme park you're going to be in as well. Because we are going to normal restaurants in the area, we don't have to make that commitment. So there are lots of things that we've written down, but we now have the flexibility and freedom to go with the flow, and that's also exciting that we are finally having a vacation that is not planned
to the minute.
Yeah, and Disney, you have to have everything planned if you want to.
Or at least you have to have a rough plan. What park I'm going to be in? What you got your fast passes? What am I going to? Where are you going to eat? We've gone and we've winged it, and we've always had a good time. But there is a significant amount of planning that goes into a Disney trip, whereas this...
Plus, Marissa, I think, is selling herself short. I mean, we both listen to, I don't know how many podcasts and vlogs. We watch at least an hour or two of Disney vlogs per day, every day.
Yeah, we're crazy.
So we have an encyclopedia of, Disney park knowledge that we can make these plans on the fly. But they are still plans. I mean, it is regimented.
Yeah.
You know, well, we can't do this because obviously this, and this. You know, we have all that kind of working knowledge.
Right. I mean, we have parade times on a constant loop in my head, along with firework times and the show times. And I know when this show is, so we can't eat there because on the other side of the park it's going to take us this long. So we have to eat here instead.
Right.
And oh wait, is there a reservation available? So it'll be nice to kind of loosen the strings there a little bit and be a little bit more flexible in what we can do. Like I said, we are a couple
Like a
of
human
places,
vacation.
like normal humans do.
Normies, we call you.
So that'll be nice. I am also looking forward to the resort we're staying at being so close to Disney Springs, which we really like since all the upgrades and all the changes that have been made there. Now, essentially, it's just shopping and dining are like the big things over there, and as Chris has already said, dining's a big part. But there is, especially in the evening, a whole lot of just live entertainment going on over there. It's just nice to walk around, whereas before the upgrades, it kind of felt like the only reason to go there was to go shopping, to pick up souvenirs and stuff. And now, just walking around the waterfront and grab a ice cream cone and listen to the jazz. You guys know how I feel about jazz. Forget the jazz player. Listening to the nice man on the guitar, or
didgeridoo. There was a guy playing like an electric didgeridoo player. I think we did a video.
Yeah, it's
one
all
of our old
kinds
vlogs
of
you can
stuff.
see.
We were there at Christmas. Christmas time. Last time we were out there, there was a drone show in the sky, like the Olympics they just did. They had the drones making shapes, and like thousands of them in the sky. That same company did it at Disney for the Christmas season, and I remember being very skeptical about having 300 flying lawnmowers in the sky. And it was like I'm like crying in the middle of the show. It was really neat. So there's always got kind of cool stuff going on there. So I'm really looking forward to just being able to go and enjoy Disney Springs without it just being the one evening we managed to find time to get over there because we're spending every night at a theme park. This will be...
Plus you wouldn't go to normally Disney Springs, just because you wanted a cupcake, because there's a cupcake company there, or an ice cream, because there's an ice cream, shop there, or three, actually.
There's many.
Yeah. But we are a boat ride away from Disney Springs,
Or you can walk.
Or you can walk. There's a bridge, so depending on where we actually end up, I mean, it could be a literal 10-minute walk into Disney Springs. It's right across the water there, so that is also exciting. Lots of pools at the resort. So
oddly enough, the resort is actually themed to horses and horse racing, themed from Saratoga Springs in upstate New York. So I think that'll be a... Will I be walking around? That's wrong. No, horses don't do that. No, I'm gonna need you guys to move that over there because that's not how it would be in real life.
yeah, we'll take a lot of pictures of us laughing at what they did wrong.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to Busch Gardens. I've been to the Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, and I really, as a kid, but I remember enjoying it immensely. So I'm very much looking forward to checking out Busch Gardens in Tampa and seeing I know it's very animal based there as well. So the safari should be a lot of fun. Seeing all the animals out there, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, every vlog I've ever watched is always about the rides, and there's a whole zoo park attached to it. So I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, that should be neat. Same thing with SeaWorld. Having never been to any SeaWorld ever, I'm looking forward to seeing what... it looks like a very beautiful park. We are animal lovers, and of course we go walk in sometimes to those zoo type places with that kind of skeptical eye of, are the animals really happy? But I'm looking forward to seeing it firsthand, and because my understanding is that the SeaWorld, the trainers and the animal and the conservation work they do, they love their animals very much, and I'm kind of looking forward to checking it out firsthand myself.
And we're both certified divers, and we never get to really experience that kind of marine life. So that's something also for whatever. Because where we are, there's no real aquarium in this area. It's on the coast, which is at least 4 hours away. And if we were going to drive 4 hours, we would just drive another 4 hours to Disney.
Let's keep going.
So, yeah, that's also going to be a lot of fun to go to SeaWorld and see what that's all about. And then the Aquatica Park is it's a water park, but it's again, another relaxing day, and we get to, probably take a nap somewhere on that day, and just a nice relaxed time. And we can go back to SeaWorld if we wanted to, or...
I'm looking forward to possibly checking out the the
Character
outlets,
Warehouse?
the Character Warehouse at the Orlando Premium Outlets. So that they have a whole store that is basically overflow or unsold Disney merchandise that gets sold at a big discount. And so rather than buying a $50 sweatshirt in a Disney park, I'll go buy the one that's on sale for $15.99 because it was last year's model.
And we're not big shoppers, but we are certainly fans of paying $2 for a T-shirt opposed to $35 for a T-shirt.
And just checking stuff out there that we've never seen. Orlando is becoming sort of our second home, so getting to explore a bit of Orlando itself is
it's not the stabby part,
no,
but
not the muggy part, but
the regular part,
the good part,
the tourist trap part, sure. But yeah, so that is our upcoming trip. So it's from a Sunday to a Friday. We have to factor in drive time, so the first and last days are usually just half days, but still we are looking forward to it. And then we won't keep anyone in suspense. Then we are back in Disney in December for my birthday, and we will be staying at Bay Lake Towers for a week. So we already know we're going back to Disney. We've already bought our annual passes last year. There was such a deal for DVC members that we bought them last year, and you get to hold those annual passes, and they don't become active until you activate them, and you had a full calendar year. So we get to activate already prepaid. It's already done on vacations. Our vacation's been paid for 3 years now. It's all taken care of. So we just have to come up with money for food, which won't actually be that cheap the way we're going to eat. So
I'm gonna put a hurting on that place.
yeah, we're gonna, Oriental mustard on my dime. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody.